What do you hate most about your neighbor? The first big snow of January hit overnight, thick and heavy. I woke up late, already behind schedule, and when I looked outside, my driveway and sidewalk were buried. I didn't have the time to shovel before work, so I left it, figuring I'd deal with it later. Around mid-morning, my wife Emily texted me. "You're not going to believe this," she wrote. "Sarah and her little girl Lily are outside shoveling our driveway." I felt a little guilty. I told Emily to run out and thank them, to tell Sarah that next time it snowed, I'd return the favor. Emily said Sarah laughed and waved it off, saying it was no problem. A week later, we got another big snow. This time, I set my alarm 30 minutes early, determined to make good on my promise. I bundled up, grabbed my shovel, and headed outside into the biting cold. I looked across the street, and there they were. Sarah, bundled in a thick coat and knit hat, and Lily in her puffy pink snowsuit, already halfway done with our sidewalk. "Morning," Sarah called. "We figured we'd just get it done before the sun made it heavy." I waved, thanked her again, and went back inside feeling both grateful and mildly annoyed that my plan had been foiled. The next storm came 2 weeks later. I wasn't going to be outdone again. I set my alarm for 60 minutes earlier than usual, thinking I'd have plenty of time to shovel both my driveway and hers. It was still pitch black when I went outside, my breath clouding the air. But somehow, impossibly, Sarah and Lily were already out there. Lily had a little red plastic shovel, moving snow in short, determined bursts. Sarah gave me that same cheery wave, her cheeks red from the cold. "You're early," I called across the street. She laughed. "So are you." The storm after that, I got serious. I set my alarm for an hour and 15 minutes earlier than normal. I went to bed early the night before, drank coffee before heading out, and felt confident I'd finally beat them. It was still dark, the world completely silent except for the crunch of my boots, and yet they were there, again. Sarah was in the middle of my driveway, Lily trailing behind her, shoving snow off to the side with all the focus of a tiny snowplow operator. At this point, I started wondering if they had some kind of snow radar. Did she check the weather hourly and set alarms to get the jump on me? Was there a secret neighborhood competition I'd been unwillingly drafted into? After that, it became war. A friendly, passive-aggressive war, but a war nonetheless. I decided the next snowfall would be mine. I wouldn't just wake up earlier. I wouldn't sleep at all. I stayed up watching the streetlight outside, waiting for the first flakes to start falling. Around midnight, the snow began, light at first, then heavier. I grabbed my shovel, threw on my coat, and stepped outside. The snow crunched under my boots as I started clearing my driveway with satisfaction. Finally, I'd be the one to shovel for them. I worked methodically, clearing every inch of my driveway and sidewalk, then moved over to theirs. I was halfway done when I heard the faint sound of boots on snow. I turned my head and there they were, mother and daughter, walking up the driveway toward me, shovels in hand. "Couldn't sleep either?" Sarah asked, smirking. I laughed, shaking my head. I was determined this time. "Well, I guess we'll just have to work together then," she said. We finished her driveway side by side, Lily darting between us to scoop up stray patches of snow. By the time we were done, the sky was just starting to lighten. When we stepped back, breathless and red-cheeked, Sarah looked at me and said, "Next time, maybe we should just coordinate. We're both too stubborn for our own good." I agreed, but deep down, I knew I was still going to try to beat her. Because now it wasn't just about shoveling, it was about winning, and I was ready for the next round.